In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I made this robot sculpture. So this sculpture was for my ceramics class. I'm taking ceramics 4, and I'm currently at a community college. And basically, through the requirement of this project, we had to make a trophy. Sounds weird, but we had to make a trophy or like a statue of some sort. Well, I went with statue for my idea. My idea was to go with a robot on the top, as you saw in the beginning of the video. It's an old man in this mecha robot standing on top of this old Roman pillar. The main things I wanted to focus on inside the sculptures were small details. So this head didn't take me very long, but I wanted to focus on proportions. I wanted to focus on the texture of the beard and the facial expression. And my idea behind this piece was a trophy to the world's best employee. So a lot of the art that I create and enjoy making carry themes about technology and time. And I thought of a moment in time that was a trophy to the world's best employee, but the moment of time was hundreds of years in the future. So I thought of this guy as like an Amazon Prime worker, and how he had to modify his body into this robot or this robotic man in order to meet up to company qualifications for him to survive. I thought that was a funny story to play along with the sculpture. It gives us some narrative, some theme. It helps me direct where I want all the details going and what I want it to look like. And I think that was a nice idea, a nice theme. I liked that inside this artwork. So I did this like disheveled old man inside of this detailed robot sculpture. I also put it on top of a pillar because there was a height requirement, and I thought it was only fitting that it was on a pillar because it felt like this moment in time, or this old man, should be on display, like for the entire company, for him to be an example of what to do, even though he's in pain and like disheveled and mad. So that's a little bit about the sculpture. On how I made it, this pillar I threw on the wheel. It was just a really tall cylinder. I don't know how many pounds of clay I used, but I wanted to make sure it was a consistent thickness. So I trimmed that and made it perfect. And then, of course, I added the details. The bottom plates I just wheel through, and then I combined them together, and then slipped and scored them together, and then I carved them all out because if it was too thick and I left it like that, it would just crack in the kiln and explode. So I carved it all out, made it hollow, and then slipped and scored them together. I wanted to make that really clean, so it took me a while to get like really clean and precise, and luckily it came out pretty nice. And I think I'm just going to do a wash of like gray or a wash of brown to make it look like marble or statue. And then for this guy, I didn't glaze him yet, but I'm going to glaze him probably with some underglaze, and I'm going to do some washes of dark blacks and over maybe some blues. I want to do an Amazon Prime logo on like his center chest piece, and I might make some boxes that he might have to move, or like that are on his stand with him, on his pillar with him, standing with him. So I really enjoyed the narrative of this sculpture, and I really enjoyed making the details, the small details. Normally my sculptures are very large, and I'll be coming out with some other videos soon about some of the larger sculptures that I've done. I did like a giant rhino piece, but these large sculptures are easy to sculpt because the details are so large that I don't have to be super intricate and careful and detailed. But with this guy, I worked really small, so of course I had to work very detailed. And yeah, and I also had to take into account the gravity and like how he was going to stand. The way I solved that was I made his legs a little wider, and I made a stance with big feet so then it was able to stand by itself. And then for the center torso of his body, you can see here is just a tube I took from like a vacuum that was in a junk pile, and then I put that as his like center body piece to hold them together and up. I really enjoyed sculpting the hands too. The hands and the arms, I really like how they came together. I looked at some inspiration photos of like futuristic concept designs for robots, and that really helped me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I'll be posting soon now that the summer is hit and the semester is over. I'm able to finally start putting together some of these videos and projects that I've done. And I'm pretty proud of this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.